And I was a relatively good kid. I didn't mess up too much, but when I did mess up, that was my ass. Like I could have done 99 good things in a row, and if I messed up at 100, I got my ass whooped. You know what I mean? Like Africans aren't like Canadians. They don't give you 3 strikes. All they need is 1 strike to strike ya. That's my favorite joke of this entire routine, by the way. I like that one. That one was for me, okay? But it's true though, they get that 1 spoon from the kitchen drawer and they give you a spanking you will never forget. And they tell you that too, they say, I'm going to spank you so hard, you will never forget it. And you don't. You do not forget. Look, I'm 20 years old, I haven't had my ass whooped in like 10 years. To this day, the sight of a wooden spoon scares the life out of me. Like I can't even use a wooden spoon when I want to cook. Like when I'm stirring some soup, I gotta use a can opener. Like I can't use a wooden spoon. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tunji's podcast. I'm your host, Tunji. Taylor Lewis. Tunji. Motherfucking Taylor Lewis. That's me. How y'all doing? How is everybody doing today? Start of a new week. Most people got work. By the way, I got the Lakers game on right now. So, LeBron just dunked the ball, which I'm very happy about. So if it seems like I'm in and out of this podcast, I apologize. It's just that I'm trying to support my team while trying to support y'all by putting out all this content. It is pretty amazing to me. I never imagined that I would be ever somebody who did the whole social media thing, like the social media thing, like, you know, the Instagrams, the TikToks. Now I'm on the podcast platforms and I'm trying to get my YouTube game up. My YouTube game is still trash, but just starting out, I was a total theater geek. I was 100% a theater guy, and I thought that's what I was going to be doing. I thought that's what I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. You know, it's just like doing the theater stuff, maybe get into some film acting, but that stuff. But like I never, envisioned that I would be doing, social media content as my side hustle. And I never thought that it would be like an aspiration and a goal for me to do it basically full time. But it's just, and that's just crazy how, this life, that's just how life works, I guess. That's just how life goes. You never know how things are going to go. I remember like having conversations, with my family members and uncles and with them being older with the knowledge about life, they were saying while I was on my improv grind, they were saying, yeah, but you never know. You might not want to do this improv thing forever. You might want to move on. So you got to give yourselves options. And at the time I was just like, no, absolutely not. Improv comedy is going to be part of my life forever. Theater is going to be part of my life forever. I am the stage. My life is the stage. That's it. That's all I want to do. And then come to find out, I haven't been on stage for I've been on stage here and there doing some hosting gigs and stuff like that. But the stage hasn't been part of my life for about a good year now. And I have to say, I do really miss the stage. I miss it, man. The stage, it's definitely one thing to get numbers on social media. It's definitely one thing to get a post a video that gets, 50,000 or 1 million views. There is a good feeling that comes with that. But there is nothing like being up there on that stage and getting the immediate response and the immediate gratification of an audience just enjoying the hell out of your work in the form of laughter. If I could bottle that feeling up and just give it to everybody just to share and just to experience it, I would, because it's just the most intoxicating feeling ever. I said this over and over again, I feel like the reason why people do drugs was to get the feeling that I got while I was on stage, killing it on stage. It's just, it's indescribable, how it feels to make people laugh on stage. And as great as the social media stuff is, and as much as I love, like entertaining people, like on Instagram and TikTok and on Instagram Live and on Instagram Stories, at the end of the day, you guys are laughing like while you watch it on the screen, but I can't hear it, right? And I can't feel that. And oftentimes people will comment with laughing emojis, and like I definitely feel that. What's up, Dune Fabi? I don't know how to say this Instagram handle, but what's up to you? Thank you so much for joining my live. Yeah, man. So it's definitely, and the stage and like hearing and feeling people's laughter like wave over me as I was performing was definitely the thing that made me definitely that okay made me know that I was going to be a performer for the rest of my life. Like there was a time when I was on stage at a talent show at my university with my boy Nathan Stein. We did this hilarious sketch, and the reason why I say it was hilarious because we made 400 people die laughing. It was the most incredible feeling ever. What's up, Salon? Salon represent. It was just the most amazing feeling ever. I was doing this character. My timing was on point. Whenever I took my, dramatic pauses, the whole audience was like leaning over to hear what I was going to say next. It was the most amazing feeling. Like I felt like I had everybody in the palm of my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I talk about it now, I get goosebumps. Cause like being up there on that stage, it's like it's amazing. Like I wish like everybody could experience what it's like to like absolutely kill on stage, because there's just really nothing like it. And my whole reason for getting away from theater. Some of you might be wondering, well, if you love the stage so much, why aren't you on there more often? Well, I'll tell you why. Basically, if y'all have like listened to these podcasts, y'all know that I don't really like having my destiny in the control of other people. And unfortunately, when it comes to the theater world, when it comes to the film world, whenever you sign up to be with an agent, whenever you sign up to be with a certain theater company, that's essentially what you're doing. You're waiting on people to give you gigs. You're waiting on people to give you opportunities and auditions and stuff like that. I didn't want to wait on people. I wanted to basically take control of my own destiny. So what I did was, I was like, okay, the social media stuff is working for me. What I want to do is one day take this social media influence that I'm going to build and then use that to leverage, like my audience to come out to some live shows. So a lot of y'all have said to me, hey, like when you're coming out to this city, when you're coming out to that city, like I want to go to all of your guys' cities. I want to like book theaters in those cities, and I want you guys, on my, social media platforms to come out and watch me perform, whether it's sketch, whether it's a play, whether it's, like a live podcast sort of thing. It's something that I think about all the time. It's something that I think about all the time because at the end of the day, like the stage was my first love, man. Like I love, once again, I cannot stress how much I love social media. I love the amount of creativity you can do there. I love that there's just really no bounds on like what you can do on these platforms. But man, like, the stage is just like it's so natural to me. Like I remember like even being 5 years old, being a really shy kid amongst social circles, but you put me on that stage and I just lit up. I could just do it. Like it was my gift. Like I couldn't I could not do it well, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure everybody relates to that. Everybody has that one thing that's just their gift, and they can't explain why or how they're able to do it so well. It just is what it is, and that's certainly me and my relationship with the stage and being in front of like a massive amount of people. I said this last podcast. A lot of people's biggest fear is speaking in front of a bunch of people at once. That's where I'm most comfortable. I'm way more comfortable doing that than being amongst a small group of people, man. It's So yeah, man, I definitely miss the stage, but and sometimes it's hard to stay patient with the plan that I have in my head, but I just feel like it's worth it to take this year, to take 2 years, as much time as it takes to take time off the stage in order for me to be able to have the influence and have the power and have the control over my destiny to be on stage whenever I want to be on stage. Like I just want to be at the point where I can just, whenever I'm in a city, I can like book a theater and like have people come out and I can just perform with them, entertain them, touch, just touch them in their hearts. And um, that's the thing for me that's just unique about the stage, is like just the opportunity to connect with people in an immediate way, in like an instant way, in a way that both parties can feel. It's really really incredible, man. But with that said, man, the beauty of the internet is that I can connect with a way wider range of people than I can, on like stages and stuff like that. When I was just on stage, only people in Vancouver knew me, but now like people are telling me that they're watching my stuff from Barbados and from the UK and just places I've never ever even thought of being in. Those are the types of people that are watching my videos, and definitely my hopes and dreams have expanded because of the support that y'all give me on these platforms. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening and watching. Thank you to the two people who are still with me in my live. You are appreciated by yours truly. Peace out.